it back.
The idea of like a counterweight, you know? Like,
I just think it's just a broken map.
You get your comp picked against you, you pick their comp against them.
Yeah, okay. Then yeah, we definitely agree.
Zest is going to be sticking to the Sova, so they do have those flashes.
One major difference, and that's what I want to see. Buzz has to execute.
Yes.
This is the map where, honestly, if you don't win this, there's a good chance you get 3-0'd.
Sky on this map. I mean, the dog's great for B.
I love that they're not changing comps and they're putting the trust in his hands, but Buzz has to deliver.
Also, with that Sky, it means you don't have that.
Like you can do the dog and you can get all the way to yellow.
Yep, we're all set for our second map in this best of 5, and we're putting all the onus on Buzz to dig DRX
back
we'll
into
see.
the
series as we hand it back over to
We'll see.
Sideshow.
It feels like both of these teams felt like, in terms of Paul, they had to DRX felt like on Paul they had to change something up to win it. Looking like Loud felt like they have to do the same as well. Let's see if Loud can look a little bit better than DRX looked in terms of Paul.
Buzz as an individual, stepping it up, didn't have a great performance in that head-to-head versus Icebox. Really just got dismantled.
It was 8-0 on map.
They tried to do a luck at one point though, Bacon. Like they literally tried to do a post-plant luck, but it happened to be at the same time when Loud were just battling heavy on the site, so it just looked like the Killjoy was baiting almost. I mean, I know he's not. He's playing for after plant, but
is he confident enough to even go for it?
They did try it, like honestly.
There's another layer to this.
P.Birdman, thanks so much for the prime, appreciate it. DRX on defense, Loud on attack, Frenzy, double Frenzy. Okay, double Frenzy for Loud so far in terms of pistols, 2-0.
Like the Des was mentioning, it was DRX that have been playing this comp a lot.
Oh boy.
Whereas it's the first time we've seen Loud's Icebox.
An unknown quantity.
Yeah, the dog goes pretty hard at the moment. You get to check so much more than you would with a normal drone.
Moving forwards though, Loud not going to be dissuaded just yet.
We get a good plant. We have a 3-person flank. Keep an eye on that. The fact that they're not making too much sound on site, they might expect something like this. Can Mako get the kill and spawn? Okay, Les gets allowed away with one here.
But not punished. Very good information. Even just manages to strike a little bit of a blow there. Damage done. Exchange of the bullets, the weaponry, even a snake bite up close. Sadak.
Holy hell! How did Mako win that?
Comes down to that 1v1, but he will eventually fall now.
Hobby's been spotted over towards middle. Weird duel going on. I like how Loud's reaction was to take all of this space. We tried to see someone do it last night and it didn't work. Damn, very, very nicely done. Good reaction from Loud. 3-0 in terms of pistols. Good reaction from them. I can't remember what NA team we watched do this yesterday and it didn't work, but it was very similar to this, but they we didn't see it fully. But it's definitely the right reaction in terms of how much map control they had. It was nice.
Looking comfortable too.
Was it Mad Lions? Yeah, and then they had a double kill came from spawn, right? Looked like it was a little bit. I mean, only one person did. I think it was only this guy.
Once the flank is given up, to just give up sight and go and fight super heavy behind you. But Loud decided to push
nice start for Loud.
Really nice reaction.
Double rifle.
From Sadak with the call.
Okay, so they're pretty much accepting that 3 can die here, and they just save the guns into the rifle. So pretty much just old FBX.
He was going for those orbs all the time on Pearl.
Yeah, he really was. And even when they played this as well, he was as well. So it was an eco. They at least tried to start it off just seeing if they could get the orb every single time they get shut down, so might not feel confident to do that in the future. That's a huge kill. That's the spike as well. It's information, but they don't have enough people to. I mean, they've done great. If they can get one more, it's pretty impactful. One of these needs to pick up the rifle that dropped.
When he was trying to contest and fight that one, now a close angle, flash the right click.
Damn.
Over the top, how does he duck and weave and dodge this one?
This is so good at the moment, but still, with their buy, as long as they save both rifles, it doesn't really mess them up too much economically. Oh, the timing's crazy.
Turns away, and now will there be a double face?
Nice.
Not quite still.
They prioritize the plant over getting the rifle.
Bloodied Loud as they head into that bonus round. We'll see what they choose to do with the economy.
Not too bad. Was the other rifle here, and that's why. Did the other rifle die in heaven, so it's just impossible to get? That makes a lot of sense.
And as we've said, yeah, first time we've seen Loud on Icebox at lock-in. Loud have
Either way,
only been forced
good
to show 3
eco from DRX.
up to this point. And they've been very clean. Only dropping that single overtime pearl against NRG.
Okay, DRX, important round for them.
Still a pretty decent bonus.
Yeah, it's a nice bonus still.
They're going to be able to invest
it is a nice bonus. They buy rifle into it.
And
so basically the person that saved the person that had the ghost can buy a rifle into it, so that's why they managed to get 2 rifles into it. One saved, one gets brought up, so it's a good bonus. We have instant mid pressure here as well.
Which he's been playing at this tournament.
Dude, they kind of just took everywhere. That's kind of impressive. DRX playing very far back, Loud taking everything within the first 20 seconds. That's good. Pressure over towards B now, and cross over towards yellow. So now this is a question mark as well. They're doing really well. Coach R6, thank you so much, dude. 22 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate it.
Slowly, steadily gained.
Interesting turret.
Okay, so yeah, all of this is a question mark, so they're kind of just having to gamble a little bit, as we can see. They're looking like they're confident to retake, maybe because of the Viper smoke that's here. Does Killjoy get into position? Doesn't have any mollies for this, as you can see set up here. Damn, they take.
Positioning known, and guess what? Laying claim to this one, less from the sidelines.
Holy hell, they look so good at the moment. This was such a nicely played round. It really messed up when the Killjoy got taken down. Okay, still a 3-on-3. They get a good amount of info. They fought all the way back, but still have to kind of clear this stuff, even bottom of site as well, so that would buy a bit of time.
And very well planned out by Loud. Can the post plant hold on? It's not planted in a great spot.
Dash forwards though, cuts up the angle.
That was
and
nice.
Sadak
Nice
out
shot.
in the open 2 years. Sheriff shot does find itself. Kawazine, he's got the rifle, but there's no play planned for him. The angle, having a defuse. Says
oh my, holy hell, they win this out as well. That's huge. That is huge. Nice 1-on-2. Oh my god, they're actually just snowballing so hard at the start of this. Okay, money's really good for them as well. They have a chance to make it better.
The way that they take B control and then lurk less up, and that's the value from the sky, is the flash through the wall, getting deep and allowing for that post plant. Kawazine looking deadly in the clutch, and Buzz has his chance, right? That's the moment where you want Buzz to step up, win around for his team, hold the momentum of Loud, and he falls again in a duel that you would normally expect him to win.
This one is
updraft up top. That's to try and punish
okay,
this.
Buzz manages to get this. Took a few bits of damage, but gets his ult into it, so not too bad. They need to get as many kills as possible. They need to try and get as many kills as possible. The money's getting a little bit out of control. Okay, 1-for-1.
Only to one before an instant answer back.
Okay, that'll do. That's 2 guns. Just 1 gun for them to pick up.
It is DRX who are making the most of this one now. What is the call? Icebox, kill claim, dashes back. The space still going to be vacuumed up.
Damn, they cleaned this up really well. It was looking a little bit dodgy, but honestly, the duel here with the double swing at elbow was really nice.
This does not look like a new team. These do not look like newer players. I know
yeah, they're pretty drilled in terms of a lot of this stuff.
Roster, you know, we have to prove ourselves again.
What can DRX do? They get the op out into Buzz. It's going to be over towards B.
Newer players, Kawazine and Tui's, they have been integrated so well.
This is a slaughter, honestly. Yeah, at the moment.
The fundamentals.
At the moment, I agree with you.
To me, just as good as they did with the old Loud squad. And maybe that means Tui's doesn't quite get as active in the round as somebody like Pankara or Mako, but it doesn't really make too much difference. So here we see it again, the cascade to take B long control.
They're going so fast with this one.
His confidence certainly hasn't waned after Pearl.
And still, Seeker spots the target, Sadak moves forwards, where's the kill? Dash up top, kill still found.
That's crazy, he managed to get out, win this out. Big miss though.
Just cannot land that second shot.
He'll have another chance though.
Nothing to stop this plant.
Is what it feels like when you're on the opposing side of this one.
Okay, who goes huge? They do have the Viper ult if they want to use it. Viper ult goes in, does touch the spike, does have a little alcove for him to hide in as well, so it's a great ult. They still had the dog. That's a massive kill. Dude, the timing was pretty bad here in terms of how DRX handled this. That's a huge kill though.
Gets the first obstacle down,
man,
but the angle's watched
what
for.
Good decision making from them to just do this and this.
To do, isn't it? Tap of the spike, doubled up, decaying all the way down. 1 kill from the Tracers, but time.
And the time on this one.
Low to make the most of it.
Holy hell! Louder just
Josh,
battering them.
We were talking
massive
about it,
Viper.
was talking about it. It
Absolutely
time
massive.
For DRX to strike back to show that they had what it takes to really compete. And so far, it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, I saw an AK in terms of the money as well, so they saved 1 gun into this, going to have to low buy. Might be looking at 6 here.
Top of their pool as well. They've demonstrated how strong they are on Icebox against some of the other teams they've played. And also, once you get deeper, once you get to split and fracture, Loud have already showcased that they look incredibly scary there. If Loud can't get punished on a map they haven't even had to show so far, where can DRX even win?
Yeah, it's DRX in another semi-final, isn't it, as well? Oh my goodness. Why does this always happen to them?
And I think at the moment, Buzz is actually doing a fairly good job of applying some pressure, but the whole of DRX's
do they just take... Okay, this is a little bit better from DRX taking some A control here. They're going aggro. Might see a foot. Timing's pretty good for this. They at least get info. So we can stack heavy here. So we can see that the important gun is
RB was the one that died early and
towards
opened
A.
the gap as the turret went down. This time, Les bullies his way through and pulls RB back towards him for another cheap kill.
And he won't be dealt with. Pop flash play.
Holy hell. They're doing so good. I really like the Sky at the moment. It's doing great.
And to think that they haven't even had to show Icebox.
It's kind of cool because they can get out a lot of the time without using the dog, and then they have just the dog for whatever situation they want.
But they also have the reconnaissance of the dog too.
Yeah, the dog's nice.
Rifle upgrade.
Okay, wanting to do some damage on this one. Not that much damage done. Upgrade here in gun. Upgrade with the gun as well.
On the second map, after dismantling
dude.
13-5 on Pearl.
It's, I mean, they're buying for the rest of the half.
And it feels like they could still show us more unique strategies.
Yeah.
We've seen heavy B pressure. And I think the addition of the
Sky looks great at the moment because honestly they just need the flash to take at least B control. They just need the flash to take just B, so it's not too bad. I do think the DRX needs to just take aggro A more, but if they use more people behind it, they might get wrecked.
Play of poking yourself through a Viper wall, let's say, or an Omen smoke, getting one and dashing out. It just doesn't work as well against Harbor.
Can't do it. It's designed to punish you in that aspect.
And so what I'd really like to see from DRX, strategically, is for Buzz to continue getting aggressive at B main.
They definitely need to take some kind of map control, for sure. Whether it's like mid or aggro, whether it's towards A, whether it's... They basically need to make them use the dog super early, in my mind.
Is going to always be there.
Right up in his face, mitigating any sort of impact. And this is Loud, such a commanding lead. And you can feel it really building as well. Just
okay. Off out. Where are we going?
Proud at their sides.
He's going over towards B, but when he kind of went over towards B last time, it just looked like he didn't really have much of a chance to get a shot. Have they talked about anything in terms of this?
Cooled down, tempered themselves. It's a cold fire that's burning right now, and that's what's being showcased. Loud, determined to get one step closer.
So here's that interaction we were talking about.
Okay, he's going on top because the wall goes past it.
Forward, and with the cascade, he's not quite sure where everybody is. But
yeah, this is a good change-up. I like that.
A first kill for Buzz.
It's a massive kill. It's a massive trade, though. Oh my god, it really is.
There's no time wasted. Skipping
yeah, that was so fast. Keep an eye on the killjoy. Honestly, might try and go for something. Dude, the killjoy is crazy. Sadak. He's trying to get a lot of space once they create a good amount of pressure blocking off vision here. They do have Aspas if they want to go back.
Reckoning going to be used. Ultimate popped off. That's a bit of a spam kill.
Okay, kill over towards middle.
Still, Sadhak moves forwards, and they know where Zest's positioning is. The indicators are around still.
Dude, the timing on some of this is mad. Stop getting U2 out. While this is going on, Aspas has gone all the way to spawn. Holy hell, they're all over them. They take B control early, they get Aspas set here. They blocked vision with it, then they go back and head over towards A. Sadak's made so much space here. Dude, they have so much space the whole time. Like, they're everywhere. Like, all of this, it just feels like all of this is DRX's. I mean, is Lounge.
That they don't crumble instantly when they face adversity. And yet, today, I feel like what I'm witnessing is just Loud utterly outclassing them. Loud have a different strategy for every
I would
time
personally fight A and then play like
and DRX are left reeling.
Delay
they can't
towards
even
B,
use the lessons of the prior losses.
We'll see.
To try and claw their way back into it.
Oh my god. This is so brutal. Okay, still thinking ahead in terms of the ults that are coming up as well. Dude, we saw a Harbor and they nearly have another one. Like, literally, he used the Harbor into last round. He was 4.
Cascade, but it is that weaker buy for DRX.
And Aspas just trying to get as aggressive as humanly possible.
And look at how deep they've pushed.
They take so much control. This looks so hard to play against.
Yep.
A new flavor to it, and DRX with poor weaponry this time.
It's constantly DRX who have to react to it.
And I love the flexibility that adding the Harbor to this comp gives them.
High tide round the side. Sheriff in the hands of Mako. Makes the most of that one. Seekers, though, popped off.
It's so good.
Pointing out the positioning, precisely known.
Oh
And
my
it's
god,
less
Les
with
is just
3.
popping
Wants the
right now, this
4th.
round.
Will he get it? The answer is yes.
Okay, what's this another eco? DRX on their buy rounds have to do something. Gotta go aggro A and delay here, I guess. Like this with Killjoy and Killjoy and Viper. This look, chat. This on the fly is so hard to deal with. Like trying to work out what you have to do against this on the fly, it must be a nightmare.
Allows them to take snowman control. Previously, they've been flashing through it and getting aggressive on people waiting to play the retake. There's always something different being thrown at DRX. And I mean, just look at the
It's a little bit like the C9 stuff, but on it, like it looks a little bit harder to adapt to than the C9 stuff. Because DRX are just spamming the same 2 plants, right? This actually has a lot of mix-up, and the Sky is making it so much harder. They just save, yeah, they just get to these angles and they have a dog every single time.
All those orbs that were being prioritized, the 2 years once more, grants them all the space in the world to get a free plant, and less has been.
They got nothing to deny this plant. Okay, they at least get a kill. Let's see what they can do with the retake. They do have Harbor ult as well, but they've taken so much map control.
And sets up for that kill, but they've taken snowman control again.
Dobbin up crossfire. Mako's good to claim 1, but it's an immediate trade. Lockdown for a lockdown now. This is where things get scrappy. Moving across. It's Icebox.
Oh my god. He's in the ult.
Buzz does step up to the challenge.
He's in the ult.
Lockdown going to be catching, and Sadak, well, out in the open.
Okay, well, they get their first round, but they had to use 2 ults into it, and it didn't look convincing.
But eventually, it is DRX able to claim that first round on the board.
Yeah, double going into... Dude, I love what Loud are doing. Again, they take so much map control at the beginning without using the dog.
But I also think that DRX had a nice idea there at driving a wedge in on the retake and separating one half of the post planners from the other. The crowd there genuinely looking disappointed that this wasn't a 12-0 half.
That's so funny.
Yeah, things you not be used to, honestly, but listen, when in Brazil.
A push down the tube here from Stax, following his cascade and a recon dart. Looking maybe to add
not
a
too bad. They take some mid-control.
And
it's the first time that they didn't have the wall over towards B, so actually Buzz felt a little bit more confident. Grinch, once they got the cascade there, can feel like he can freely take this. Flick missed. They go fast over towards him. Oh boy.
Really being pushed onto the common angle now. Top of the box, Mako. Handle in his hand, doesn't want to spray. Snake bite at the floor though.
Dude, he actually took 2 knights there.
Now, though.
Some of them are very low HP. This is so doable.
Kawazine, Flash was waiting. No play off of it, but that's just spam.
That's one of that. Oh boy. Okay, Stax needs to go huge. Still a 3-on-3.
Very quickly getting out of hands right now for DRX. One of the sole opportunities.
Oh, hey, Stax is a hero.
With the movement, he makes himself
so the only rounds they win is from a solo play and loads of ults. Oh, he Stax. Okay, Stax is actually hitting everything. Okay, let's see if they can get any more. That was crazy. That was nice from him, but again, it doesn't fill me with confidence in terms of how they win these rounds. They're going to go back to B after that, for sure, in terms of at least the initial hit. It's a nice timeout as well from Frog. 8-2, just trying to make sure that they can at least get some of the last 2 rounds.
And Loud take a timeout to hold that momentum before it can go anywhere.
Angered the beast.
Seeing Aspas use a Phantom, there's just too many smokes and walls and stuff.
Guys, what's going on? We dropped 2
you got
rounds. Not going to get that 12-0 at the half that we were hunting for.
You got to be able to have the spamming when there's these 2.
Has been able to find some value with the operator. He's actually working around the cascade very nicely. Even when he was on his own at B, found a first blood, able to drop back. And it seems like DRX want a hard anchor A, which I think is a nice adjustment too. If you end up playing back on A,
yeah, it feels a little bit like that
retake or
Matrix.
post plant utility, what you end up finding is the harbor walls just lock you out. So I like the adjustments, but to me, Brendan, the problem is DRX are just adjusting way too late. Do you remember on Pearl where it was round 11 by the time they
This
broke
is
the
as well,
alarm
you know
for
how
the
I said
first
that
time?
I
Really
only
put
think that
pressure
harbor
on
works on
Sadak's
LAN because of the
defensive
sound?
roles. It feels the
This
same here
is
again.
repeatable.
It's round 10, round 11
It's not
by the
been
time
like
DRX
a
are
cove plant
figuring
kind
out
of
what they need to
situation.
do.
It's take map control,
Those adjustments.
like flash behind overwhelm situation.
that
So
string around
this is the
by
first
Loud.
time
I
where
mean,
I'm kind of
listen,
like,
they have
actually
kept
this would
the
like
money
work
up.
very heavy online with just like good
Practically pouring
sound
out of their
headsets.
pockets, being able to get buy
So,
after buy despite losing the back.
This is
two
very
rounds.
impressive.
There's an
Like
opportunity
this
there.
actually, like
Buzz
the harbor
really
looks
spotted the body.
incredible at the
Moves
moment
away.
with this
This is an
comp.
angle that he has been playing, but Sadak okay, a bit brave from him. Not expecting
Yeah,
that
maybe
angle
it's
to
a
be
little
watched for.
overstep there.
Dog round the side, that's
But
time to the
I'm
cascade,
telling
so
you,
it can't
the
be
dog
broken as
from
easily.
here is just so good. You just make sure that no one's clear past it. You
Clears
have your
away,
normal
one
Viper,
box,
then you can drop and you can
top of
take
the
map
plan.
control in terms of this with an extra
Close,
flash.
straight
Like,
shot.
it's just so nice.
And it looks like Stacks might want to challenge over at Snowman too.
This fight is about to be taking place at the back of Snowman. Feels like it's going to be important. Stacks out in the open. RB does collapse from the side, but Kawasaki
Dude, I love this Icebox.
like he
It's
was
so
fully
good,
moving.
chat.
still
Oh
claims
my
the kill,
god.
and it's got
It's
the pin
so hard to
online.
deal with. What are you meant to
Danger
do?
time.
Like, you have to
Retaking
hold
with
on
the
to
operator,
Snowman
but
heavier, but they're holding on to here, and they can't
you
really
do
like
it?
push
Test.
through this because you're going into a crossfire.
Clears one of the obstacles out.
You could try pushing a Hunter's Fury in here and seeing if Buzz can follow it, but he's only one player.
Doesn't have the dash. Shock dart.
Seems better to just group up.
Tap onto the spike, forces the snake bite. 2 years moving forwards, and it's a flick of the wrist. Locks on. Down to Buzz. No time left.
No time.
Decay going to be building back up here. Half under the fuse. Percentage play gets off of it. Re-smokes all the way. You gotta be
Holy hell.
joking.
Okay.
So calm
Double
in the
smoke for
moment.
that one.
The
Did manage to
Buzz,
do it. Does go
he
down, but they
silences the crowd.
just... Chat, they're
And I think
just
he's done a
winning
great
these
job of
rounds, so
silencing
honestly,
the
like,
doubters too.
double ult,
Horrendous
solo
performance for
play
him
from
individually on
Snacks,
Pearl,
and
but
then
he has
hero
bounced
defuse.
back. His
Like, the 3
operator
rounds
and that clutch being about the only
are
thing
not
that DRX have got
convincing
working
at
for
all.
them on Icebox. 12 and 9, stepping up to Aspas and providing one.
They got a
lifeline
heavier
for
play
DRX to
Snowman,
hold on to
surely.
here. If they get the 4th and get the pistol, maybe they can make a map of this. The economy's still not challenged for Loud, of course, after 8-1 rounds in a row. But the adjustment has come, and so much of it has been based off Buzz.
Holding his corner. Is anybody going to be there to try and break this trailblazer that's being
Okay,
used over and over
this is going to be
again?
nice. They break the dog and they have
Shot
the
out
wall
of the
behind it.
sky.
This is great so far from DRX. This is looking
But
like
the
their best
support
round for
there,
dealing with
The
this.
supporting high tide
Yeah.
allows Buzz to get back up on the
They
angle.
actually keep full
because he
vision
knows
over
that they
towards this. It's
are going
good.
to struggle to get through there without that piece of utility.
Okay,
And like I said, the
we
adjustments,
got
they
there.
really are coming.
But
It
again,
just takes
Chad,
Loud.
it's so hard on
Sorry,
the
it
fly
just takes
to
DRX.
adapt
My
to this
apologies,
stuff.
just a bit
This was
too
very
long.
nice though. Still not done. Haven't got
So
any
pivot
kills or
now
anything.
from
Don't get
Loud.
too
They've got a good
excited. But in
ultimate
terms of
tonight.
actually just denying the map control over
Their
towards
way
yellow,
into
they've
this
done it.
site. The Seekers online. Kawazine wants to lead it over Flash, is what it seems like. Now the Reckoning. Right into the back. Sadak not scared of taking this space. Even the fight as well wants to be the point of contact.
goes in.
Nana Swarm lay down at his
Plan's not
feet,
going to
and
get stopped.
DRX, no attempt from them to try and refight this one. They had plenty of ults to do
I like
so.
it. They fake the cove that they're
There's
planning
the
at the
Reckoning,
top as
used
well.
up close. Aspas forced to move.
Well,
Hunter's Fury as well.
this is the only
spots them
ult into
out.
the round.
One tag onto Sadak. Will there be anything else? Kill found still. Loud still alive. Aspas trying to take the fight too.
Oh, that's a massive kill. Gets them all. Okay, well, ult's done. The luck as well. Oh my goodness. That is an absolute masterclass. It's actually an absolute masterclass.
For Loud and DRX dating back all the way to champs.
Exactly the same result from Pearl. The same level of dominance. And the first time we've seen Loud on Icebox. What can't this team do?
Just seem impossible, doesn't it?
Oh my god, that's so
Unstoppable
good.
If you're thinking about Loud. Absolutely fluid as the gameplay. Great adaptations, but I'm curious. The first half done. Let's send
Right,
it down
let's
to the desk to
see.
find out more.
It's 3-0 in pistols. Let's see if DRX can win a pistol.
Thank you so much,
Oh
Brandon.
my god, Chad, they made
Another
Icebox look
9-3 first
like
half, and it
interesting.
comes
That's
in
incredible.
our first look
We
at
might
Loud
actually-
on Icebox. And Mimi,
We might see
this
some more
team
stuff on
has
Icebox.
just owned the B site for the entire first half of the game.
Yeah, and I had questions about how they were going to be able to play it with this composition without the Sova, but I think the executes they've had thus far with this Skydog, the way that they're playing that space has been really good. You see in this round initially they're providing some pressure towards A, but eventually pivot back towards the B site in the late rounds. They're able to use the dog to take space back.
Yeah,
They are
every every single team would struggle to adapt to this.
When
I'm telling
DRX
you.
played this comp on attack, they very much
It's so brand new. So brand new, and it's just like, even when we were watching it, even when I'm saying it, I'm still not 100% sure like the fixes that I would have would even work. Like it's literally just like trial and error kind of stuff.
Now, we put a big spotlight, of course, on the Jet
pretty
matchup
cool.
in match number 1, but this is the guy I want to take a look at.
Yeah, I said we won't get anything as dominant as Pearl, and then we see this. Oh my god.
Les has been performing out of his mind on the Viper. Mako's doing his damnedest to try to keep up with this guy, but Les is coming out here feeling a little
Nah,
under the
teams will
weather,
get
but
better at playing
deciding to
against it.
persevere through that play here on
Teams
the
will
stage
get a
in front
lot
of the
better at
fans.
playing
My
against it, for
God,
sure.
Is he delivering right now? Some of the clutches that he's been able to pull off, some of those plays, especially in those last couple rounds, have been absolutely immaculate, and you could not tell that he wasn't feeling 100% right now.
Now, Doug,
Still just in that sweet spot at the moment, but this looked great. To try and deal with this on the fly, it's not happening.
They were lucky to get 3 rounds, in fact, when they were looking at an 8-0. So what do you want to see on the second half?
Yeah, I think it could have easily been an 8-4. You think about that second to last round, the op going down, the Bulldog is invested in the next one because you can't financially handle it, and we're talking about an entirely different half, and that's really concerning that that's how it played out, because I don't know how much fight you have left in you. This was the map you had to win. Buzz should have unlocked that first half, and he wasn't able to. I'm very concerned.
It is still the map that they have to win, I do believe. We're diving right back into Icebox to see if DRX can get the victory. Back over to Brennan Sideshow.
Yeah, it will be.
This pistol round has everything on it for DRX. The desk highlighting just how important Icebox is to win for them. Look at that, even that 75% attacking round win rate at Icebox. Maybe
Yeah, because it's 2 weeks for agents, 4 weeks for maps, so it should be in for the first week.
Yeah,
okay, again, 3-0 in terms of pistols. Let's see what DRX can do.
This pistol so important.
Is disrespecting.
Oh my god, you're crazy. There's a dude above him. It's...
Oh my goodness, ships in the night!
Oh my god, that's so strong.
He heard the updraft, he knew the positioning was...
Oh my god, he's going back. He's so crazy.
It's outrageous confidence.
He's just so confident.
Disrespecting every
Dude, they
part of what DRX are doing.
They just give him full reign. Like, it's literally you can do whatever you want. It's so sick.
And now things are forced to go quiet as DRX reassess. Which areas of the map do they really control here? Practically nothing. RB is making a prod into A with his turret. It's unlikely anyone's pushed up because they've already seen Aspas. He's the most aggressive player on Loud.
And they haven't used their drone this far back.
Look at that drone being used from a very far back position.
Okay, tag and not a kill, so they at least go forwards with it. Aspas is so... Look at him. Oh my god, it's actually so sick to watch. Okay, we're going for a beast there.
This would be absurd. But the real play is happening in Tube and under Orange right now.
Yep, split play. So important. Les spots it out in that Viper head to head.
Huge kill.
That's Arbido from below. Flash play.
He's back in.
Oh my god, he's so good. He's so good.
And containment.
He can't do anything.
Aspas, absolute gremlin just lurking around B main.
What can you do against it? As if he's still playing close. He's crazy. He's so confident. He just wins every duel. It's mad.
And you
Look at him.
Containment, sure.
Look at the disrespect.
Just getting stuffed in a box right
just
now,
doesn't care about the wall. It might as well not be there.
How do you stop Aspas when he's getting a flash through a wall for him to repeat for the 3rd time in the round? And this is the problem when a player gets that level of confidence, when they feel like everything is working, suddenly they're going to
4-0 in terms of pistols.
Suddenly you're going to have to deal with them, and if you can't win those fights, if you can't preempt them and shut them down, Aspas is going to have 20 kills in 13 rounds.
20-8 for Aspas. I mean, a commanding scoreline, a commanding KD.
Nah, it's still like I'm telling you, it's still like a sweet spot. Teams will get way better. Teams will be buying guns and just spamming way more than they are at the current point.
Separates a lot of the side,
it's still just a massive learning curve, and it looks like Loud have like fully perfected it, and DRX is still learning a lot.
That's so good.
Once there's demos out as well, it becomes slightly easier. It's just rough in the spot for DRX to try and think of anything. Oh yeah, okay. That was an eco for DRX, so don't worry too much, but I would be worried of the score.
DRX not going for the force, just happy, allowing Loud to get up to that 11th round. And this, I mean, look at the score. 13-5 map 1, 11-3 lead for Loud map 2. They're not joking this. They look insane. And I want to cast people's minds back to the lower bracket final at Champions, where DRX met against, you know, the NRG core, then known as Optic.
Okay, big timeout. What you saying in this one?
On the first 2 maps, and they still pulled
you gotta rally the troops somehow. Getting boomed out of both maps.
It may still be too early to count DRX out of this.
The hard util, yeah, looks so good.
But so far, this has just been a flattening.
Yeah. It's
a tier gap between these two teams.
It's just a dismantling. Loud have turned up here. The sole representative of the Americas left in the lock-in tournament in this top 4 between our teams. And oh my goodness, I mean, the representatives of the Pacific region.
They use the double duelist split as well, right?
And so a timeout for DRX, the last one.
Could be interesting to see.
Used in this map.
And the DRX players were coming into this talking about revenge. We spoke to the owner of DRX as well. He was saying,
"No, this is chat. This is just Loud, just looking incredible. Like I'm not even worried about DRX at all.
It looks
like all the praise goes to them. Like they tried stuff to adapt. Like they tried some stuff. Like they tried going aggro.
But for now,
I'm not even like. I'm not even looking at this team and thinking like, oh, it looks a little bit ropey. Like I'm just looking at this team thinking like, this is so good. Like this is all you were always. First time you showed this, you were always going to win this, no matter who they played. Literally, out of every team in the world, I literally think whoever Loud played first time showing this comp, they would have won. It's so good. It's a nightmare to deal with.
Still, Dart's going to be cleaned up, and they do respect that util. Must-win round for DRX. It's a little bit shaky. Spray downs there, shots being fired, and Zest is really just being caught out in the open, down to 48 health now. Spike will go down though in that 4v4, but the way Loud have been playing, anything could happen. They don't have rifles.
Whoever plays this again in the finals, they'll be fine because they'll be able to look at, like having a whole night where you can look at this and actually like plan on how you want to approach it. It's going to make such a difference.
How do you win that? Way all the way through, good movement from Sanak. Still,
they managed to get one.
Straight off. Now Aspas, 18 health. And a dream. Not much more offered to him. And so DRX.
It's a complete different beast, right? And again, let me use DRX at C9 as an example, okay? DRX plays C9, right? They get boomed out because they've never seen this stuff before. If they played that comp and it had already been played before, C9 honestly get a really close game. I'm not saying they're going to win, but it's a very, very close game because they know how to deal with everything. You need to separate and understand just how insane it is the first time you play against something new. Like it's incredible. But once there's a demo, and the second time you're seeing it, it's different. You can plan so much further ahead.
DRX are going to have big ults online.
They lost. Okay, that's true. Yeah, they lost because of the role changes. That's actually.
They can use that reckoning to make it
that's actually true. I saw the video.
So leading to charge, less.
Oh, they're still going for the old stuff. Holy hell! Damn, Stacks just survives in terms of that one.
So a suboptimal plant location for DRX to play
like this. You see what's going on here? They know that when they normally go onto site, they normally plant here, right? That's what they did all the time against C9, so that's why Loud is spamming it.
Dart not being found, and they clean it up. Rifle spam, crossfire setup. Maka still alive, still kicking in the fight, 45 health. Dodging, weaving, ducking. Comes down to this. It comes down to 2 years.
Okay, very nicely held. Very nicely held. You see that chat, right? This is, you see what happened there? They probably didn't hear the cover or anything go up, but they're spamming it because they know that this is where they like to plant when they played against C9. Right, that's the difference of seeing a demo. That right there, they nearly got a kill onto Stacks planting because of a demo that was out there. C9 didn't know about this every single time. No idea what's going on. Plant was happening. That right there, that round right there is the difference of seeing it before and playing it like the second use or whatever.
Each other as easily or hold angles properly. It rips apart the retake, and DRX are using utility at the same time, like that recon you saw.
Okay, this is nice. Push through Molly out. prevent them from getting an AWP. Makes a lot of sense. Aspas was one away, right? So anti-AWP setup when they're close to one AWP.
But how they get through this one? They've made it well known. Push coming through.
Oh, nice, nice shocks to deal with the Killjoy stuff here as well.
Top. Oh my goodness! Narrowly spots that one. Still a retake to be taken. Push it all the way in and stacks.
Oh boy!
Even know what's happening.
Someone needs to clean up.
Got to be a recovery now for DRX, but this is looking so damn bad. Handed over the rifle. Sadak taps the spike. Right now, baiting out of position, moving forward. The flash is good. Zest does claim it. Receiving his eyesight back into it. No more tap
oh my god, just don't want to give him a... Okay, that was the important job.
RB shuts that one down. Unless...
Right?
He's got the energy up, wall going
Please
up,
don't let
sticks
this happen.
There's no way you can't get away with
Okay,
this.
Recon comes in, literally hit him
enough,
on the knee.
In between the legs, positioning known.
That's so good.
Less hunting for the kill, but gives up on the round. Or does he?
No, he doesn't quite have this one. It's a nice idea, cute play.
I mean, good damage from Loud and the eco. Keeps their economy
they play it fairly
a little
safely,
bit lower.
But at the same time, there was danger in that round.
For a second there? Yeah, almost.
An investment of the Reckoning, though, from 2Es certainly makes things doable. Recon is lovely, even if it doesn't hit less, though. It's still
seen quite a few direct hits with a lot of the Sova util recently.
On the next tap. Still, though, I think we saw some really good things out of the retake there. Kawanzine going for an aggressive flash play to create space for the rest of Loud to stick.
Okay, Aspas gets the op out.
Their work cut out for them when
heavy over towards B, trying to make sure that they can't get any space here.
Aspas, close angle, wide a swing, actually
misses.
Damage is good, drop down to 30 health.
Good amount of damage, but he's still alive. Dude, they're going so fast for this.
DRX have a timing, they have an opening.
Okay, I love that they're changing up their plans, right? Every time we saw them and they were going over towards the corner, this time they go a little bit close. Viper goes in as well. This is a very important round in terms of the econ, right? So that's why they're using so many ults. Can they break this? Yes, they can. Sova ult to break this. Aspas gets the kill on the 30 HP. What the hell?
Lockdown's going to be removed. Still, there's the danger. The danger is here, right in the pit. RB does not get cleaned up.
He's made a massive play. He has made a massive play. Does the Viper wreck it? Oh my goodness, that was so nice with the wall. Look at this little alcove he was in. How's Aspas got these kills? What's going on?
Time ticking, which still afforded. Loud could play this one if they wanted to.
Oh my god, he's going to get more.
At this point, as Aspas hunting for those kills, he knows.
That's so funny.
He's getting stretched, but still it should be him saving the rifle. He's going to go down with the spike.
Yeah, it's strange there actually, because Aspas isn't
maybe Loud are going to time out soon.
The next round, no
feels like it's getting to that kind of stage, we'll see.
Still, perhaps he wanted to use his Blade Storm.
Because this was a big buy round. DRX did great putting so many ults into this.
I think the real one is
good thing for them as well is they have the Killjoy as well. Dude, the Viper wall and a Viper ult and just having like a little alcove is crazy strong. Especially in mad rounds like this where you're not fully thinking about everything.
To make a lot of space for themselves on site, taking snowman control or getting through it to take the site. They save the high tide, plant inside the cove, and give themselves very little space to work with. Louder on that retake within a couple of seconds. If you can wind your head back, wind your memories back to the first half. Loud were pushing DRX so far away before the post plan ever happened. And so when DRX retake, they have to look left, right, clear snowman, clear tube, clear top site. DRX are actually playing a much more claustrophobic game, and it's gonna give Loud opportunities. So far though, it is working, but DRX have had to burn a lot of ultimates to get to this point. They've used a Reckoning, they've used Hunter's Fury in the Viper's Pit.
Yeah, Loud have the eco.
What they really need is stacks to get another Reckoning online by the time
they
we
save
hit
one
round
gun.
20.
They have Aspas ult, so
it's
by no means going to be an easy round.
The way that this guy's been playing that is well within the realm of possibility.
Look at this as well, pretty ahead in terms of
when you see Loud,
this one.
Your opponents drop down to the weaker buys.
There's a good amount of people over towards A. What are we doing?
Loud of being able to make these half buys.
Okay, that's Viper ult. Okay, chat, the fact they're getting the orb into this round means they literally want to use the ult into this round, so when do they pull the trigger on that?
Information gets the tag though, and Aspas pushed up off of it. Trying to take the space back. Mako swinging
maybe
wide.
it's just a situational thing. If they got kills, okay, not going to use ult anymore.
Kill found, and so the big pain point is going to be removed with Aspas falling. But pure reactions. Flicker the wrist up into a common angle to just spam.
Holy hell.
And that's great work. Stax is still 2 away. I'd like to see him hunt for this final kill, to be honest. His is the most important ult to get online for the next round. But even so, it's possible that with an ult orb and a plant, they'll have that still to play with.
Oh, spam.
Almost.
Moving across.
They did so much damage through smokes there. Okay.
As a prime game in Flawless, that round could have got dangerous, but they neutralized
Money's here,
Aspas,
so the rest of the half they probably...
very nicely. 2 players
I mean, we'll
at the same
see.
time.
We'll see. But they have very good money. It's looking like rest of the half they'll be able to buy, but...
Sure, really difficult ones.
I guess there's a wall around they
might still be able to grab him. If DRX win the next round,
okay, allowed to get a good buy into this one. They have the Viper ult, they have what other ults we got? Just Viper ult, 2 away from this. They're very far away from some of these ults, right?
I think there might be a way that they can get into this round with a lockdown and then play reckoning post plan.
It's a rough position, but Aspas still has his op. He is actually mad.
The balls to push up, make a play like that. He's tagged up though.
Holy hell, he gets away. He actually gets away. Chat, he's
used a ton of his own util just to maneuver his way around that one and potentially collect that kill. Still moves forwards. Now dashes up. Watch for double up. RB moves around, blinds,
oh my god.
And he is fully blinded up.
Oh my, the cover from Aspas is actually there. This is so nice. They fought so heavy. They fought so heavy over towards A. The sky is just so strong. Damn, that was sick. Okay, 4 chances allowed to close this one out.
Kawanzin's Sky looks so phenomenal, man. Utilizing both of those.
I can't believe Aspas got away there. I really can't. It's
relieving
insane.
The pressure. I mean, he just looks immaculate in these positions. Such a phenomenal pickup. I think DRX
the flashes here were
once
so
they had
huge.
control of B and they pushed Buzz back, and they pushed Aspas back, RB had the perfect time to go for a lockdown. You stick a lockdown there,
4 chances.
And you wait,
we got some ults.
You apply so much pressure to Loud.
We also have some ults, so 2 ults each.
And instead they just ran into the ball.
Early A control. They wanted to shut down and get Aspas set up over towards B, so
map point for them.
He's going to do something crazy, isn't he? Flash goes in, that's information that no one's here, so if he wants to just face this, he could.
No longer available.
Ult goes in, we've got nothing. Xerxia ult comes in on defense as well.
Said it's just going to be a pit.
I don't know how Les is going to stay.
I was going to say, what's Les going to do here? Because he has to jump off.
Just going to allow himself to
damn, okay, he's actually just, he's accepting it.
Viper nerfs, meaning he has to maintain that. Dash has to be used. Disengaged by Buzz.
And no punish on
just to keep,
no
just to keep
the
the Viper up.
Remaining. Spam.
It's dangerous. If Stax falls here, they lose their big ult for the post plan.
Holy hell, Stax is every single time surviving on 24 Aspas, they nearly land up. Look at their HPs, chat. It might be done.
Missing the second one. Everyone
Diffuse coming in.
There's
There's too much mayhem this diffuse is hitting.
It's a 3v2.
Oh my god, this one's crazy. Loud looks so good on this map. Dude, I loved this. This was so fun.
This retake style looks incredible from Loud. The aggression coming out from Aspas and Kawanzin.
That was like one of the best Iceboxes we've watched for ages. It was so good.
One of their team to get on the defuse.
It didn't feel like an Icebox.
So
it was nice.
And the crowd are pumped.
Aspas is crazy, chat. Like some of the